Hello everyone, my name is Khalior. I bring to you every week the latest news related to Bloodhunt and everything around it, and I help explain the news in a way to better understand what is going on. For posterity, archival, and recording purposes, it is currently Saturday, April 8th, 2023. It is currently 11:25 a.m. Eastern Time. It has been 347 days since the official release of Bloodhunt. Oh, we're getting close. Currently activated in-game is the Primus pass, and the current patch is the Tremere update. We are recording this live on YouTube. Not live on YouTube. We're recording this live on Twitch every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. If you're live in the chat, please feel free to ask questions at any time you want. If you need any more details or precisions about the things that I'm reporting. And as a reminder and a disclosure, I am not a game dev. I'm not bound by an NDA, but I will do the best to explain the news with some reasonable assumptions, and I do not work for SharkMob. So today, if you've been in yesterday's stream that I did, this incredible marathon of yesterday's stream that I did, there's going to be a lot of things that you've probably heard before, but I'm going to repeat just to make sure that everyone knows, because this is the recorded and archived official news. But we're going to go through this. There's not a lot of incredible, game-breaking news this week, but there's a few things to just kind of whet your appetite about things to come. But without further ado, let's dive into it. I wanted to go the other way, but we're gonna go with that. All right. So, as usual, gonna link everything. The Twitch drop of the week is the Conundrum tattoo. There we go. It's only on the pectoral here, and the arm is just a tattoo like this. It is available this week from every Bloodhunt streamer that has drops activated on their channel. So there you go, available for everyone. This is a drop, of course, that is going to go for that's going to be available for a whole week. However, next week, starting from April 14th to probably, I understand, April 28th, so for 2 weeks, we will get, as expected, as you might expect, we will get a repeat of the of this current series of Bloodhunt drops that we've been getting. So Noxious Fumes mask, Mark of Solution tattoo, the Rough Patch eyewear, the Cartel King outfit, the Blow Raspberry emote, and of course the Conundrum tattoo. They are all going to be again repeat on repeat. But this time is going to be available from the top 100 streamers for Bloodhunt. Crystal. Yes, so that's going to be the way that I understood the announcement in the Inner Circle chat for content creators was that it is going to be that is what's going to happen, and then on the 28th of April we should start a new series of drops, new series of Twitch drops. So we have some more things to look forward to. Good news. Still continue to support streamers through getting Twitch drops. I like this. This is very appreciated. All right. We're going to continue with we're going to start, as usual, with a bunch of free things and giveaways. Now, there's a lot this week, so get ready. Yeah, so last Saturday was April Fool's. So some people were up to shenanigans. Not gonna name names, but some people were up to some tomfoolery. Before I get to start to talk about the free things, I just kind of want to mention that someone under the guise of announcing actual leaks of Bloodhunt patch notes has made a kind of funny, kind of tongue-in-cheek little video about some patch notes you might wanna check out, because it was fun to make, and some people have been telling me that they've been really appreciating that little joke. So yeah, have a listen. If you know a lot about Bloodhunt, the game, how it works, and a little bit about the community and some of the streamer community as well. Little poking, little jabs here and there, just to poke some fun at everyone. That happened. But I wasn't the only one to. Oh wait, that was me. Yeah, I wasn't the only one to do that. It turns out that Bloodhunt also decided to have a little joke on their own. The sun will soon rise over Prague, but the vampires need to fear no more. Purchase the exclusive Opulent Vampire Sunscreen for the bargain price of 3,500 tokens, which lets you take the fight where the entity expects it the least. And they made a little article about it. Oops, I forgot to turn off my dark reader. There you go. Some fantastic, like, for all that this is a joke, these are fantastic, shots of the in-game map, but with actual, daylight there. It makes us see the map in a totally different way. And yes, they wanted to let us know that now we're going to be able to, as vampires, to go through sunlit Prague, and we're going to get the opulent makeup for 3,500 tokens, which is absolutely ridiculous. And I'm not showing it, but in the Twitter post, in the replies, there's some people that were genuinely mad, thinking that the devs had completely lost it for 3,500 just to have a makeup of a splash of yellow on the face. Absolutely. Some people fell for it. It was April Fool's. So yes, that was pretty funny to see. So yes, after that they even they they quickly let people know that the makeup was actually a free makeup with the code GetAprilFooled. GetAprilFooled XD. That is valid until April 30th. So as usual, you go on the Bloodhunt website, you log in with your account, scroll down the page, there's a redeem code button, click on that, and then you enter the code. And you get the makeup in game. It's already in game. Some people thought it was funny. However, the most surprising thing is the amount of people in the Discord that was just like, but could we get a daytime map? And all of the VTM, all the Vampire the Masquerade fans were actually going, oh, well, there's this one thing about the vampires, which, yeah, you can't. That wouldn't, as much as you'd like it in a gameplay sense, in a, maybe like in a custom server setting sense, maybe, but otherwise, guys, we've already had the discussion about, the people that wanted that instead of the red gas coming in. Some people have been saying, like, since early alpha, since early access, they've been saying, what about the sunrise? And the sun starting to rise across the map, and then that's the red gas that's coming in, that's closing in, and the devs have said multiple times that it wouldn't work for many different reasons. It wouldn't work. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense also in the setting that we have here. So yeah, these discussions came back up again to get like squashed down, to say like, yeah, I understand it would be fun, but that's not possible. Okay, now I know I've announced this before. There's the free Cybertoxic mask that you could get from Tracker Network, so tracker.gg. That was already available. There's a limited supply of codes, so you better hurry up. I know it says that it's available for 3 months, so technically it would the offer would expire on June 29th. However, yeah, like I said previously, there's still a limited amount of codes, and last time that they did that, I believe that they ran out of codes, or I'm not sure exactly. However, the thing that we found out was that around Monday, Tuesday-ish of this week, the offer had disappeared from the Tracker Network website. I contacted a dev to figure out exactly what happened, and it turns out it was an issue on their website. So now the offer is back on the website. It is free for all users. All you have to do is make yourself an account. It is not necessary, contrarily to what some people have been saying, it is not necessary to be a premium user of the Tracker Network. There's no premium subscription that you need to get. You just need to make yourself an account on Tracker Network and then get the code. It's not a code just like, you know, just like what we've seen for the Opulent makeup that was just like one code that everyone can use. These are separately individually generated codes. So there's no like, I can't just share the code to all of you. You have to log in yourself. You have to get your own individual code, and then you go on the Bloodhunt website, log in, and put it in. And yeah, if you have any issues trying to claim it, I have, because it happens. Last time it happened, the same thing happened. I put together a little tweet with step-by-step instructions of exactly where you're supposed to go and what you're supposed to do. Apparently, that's been helping a few people. So that's why I put it in again. Now, for all these free items and things, of course, my list of free Bloodhunt items has been updated as usual. So there you go. We've got Cybertoxic Max, which I realize I should probably just put in yellow right now. So right now we've got running right now. We've got the Cybertoxic mask that you can get from Tracker GG. You've got the Rosy Vision eyewear, which you can get if you log in currently. I don't know. We don't know at which point this offer with Intel will stop, and new people that log in or haven't logged in since the Tremere update will not be getting the offer. Hasn't been said. And yeah, we've got the Opulent makeup that's available. Also, want to point out that Twitch drops have also been the Twitch drops tab has also been updated. I will update these thumbnails later on today for the week. I've already got a section that's prepared for the next upcoming season, and yeah, we're gonna see what's gonna be happening with this. If ever you need that in the chat here, there's the command !BH list, which will give you the shareable link. By the way, if you're on YouTube, all the links to everything that I post there in chat, I also post in the description of the video, so you can have access to this. Okay, continuing on, there has been a new giveaway that started this week. Now, some of you may remember this. Some of you may remember these. It's Bloodhunt custom GamerAdvantage glasses. Now that goes a while back. Let me just start with reading this here. We're giving away 5 physical Bloodhunt themed Inferno glasses with our friends at GamerAdvantage. Protect your eyes from strain and win the fights in Prague. The included sunglass clip-ons do not protect vampires from sunlight. Giveaway link below, and there's a Gleam.io link there underneath that you can click, and then you can join. You've got some instructions here. You've got 2 days left as of recording of this. The giveaway, however, is only available for NA and EU regions only. So the whole thing about these about these glasses is that, well, the whole thing with GamerAdvantage is these glasses are made for gamers. So you've got the blue light protection. They are also custom made with your how do you call this? With your prescription. So if ever you go to the GamerAdvantage website, if you want to order some of their other regular glasses, you can submit your prescription details with each eye if ever you've got a discrepancy between the eyes, and they will tailor make them for you. And that's probably what I assume is going to happen. If ever you're one of the winners, you're gonna get contacted, gonna have to ask like a little bit of info, and they will custom make these glasses for you. Now, it's been a long while, and I don't have the footage of it, but the first and only time that these glasses were revealed. I mean, they were revealed, but you didn't know they were in Combat Glue's streams when he was testing them when he was streaming. The sneaky little person was already sporting the glasses while he was streaming and didn't say anything about it. But the first time that they were showcased was whenever Motion Gaming received a box, an ambassador or whatever, a goodie box from Bloodhunt. Had the usual kind of goodie box things that a lot of the other people used to have. However, he did have a special box which contained the Bloodhunt custom glasses. And yeah, so they had clip-ons, they had little special details on the glasses, and a whole bunch of other things, like the cleaning cloth and other little things that were Bloodhunt themed, and that's what makes them special. Anyways, yes, I assume, and here's an assumption from me. Kind of like the same way that we saw with the deal with the Extrafy Bloodhunt keyboards that we saw a few weeks ago. I would assume that probably after this contest, this giveaway is over, I would assume that probably we're going to see an announcement that maybe GamerAdvantage is going to sell the Bloodhunt custom glasses, also with probably a limited quantity being available for this. So I'm just saying this is an assumption. Maybe they're going to be on sale. It would make sense, certainly. Yeah. So if you're seeing this live or not too long after the recording, there's your chance to enter the giveaway. Personally, I think that's cool. I need new glasses. Apart from that, it's Easter weekend, as mentioned previously. We're having a special event right now. We are having a community Bloodhunt Easter egg hunt that was announced yesterday. It says, "Hello, Kindred. It's time for a little Easter egg hunt. 11 Easter eggs have been hidden in Prague for you to find. Once the community finds them all, we will unlock some fun cosmetics for all of our players." Sorry, the detail of this was to participate, take a screenshot of the egg you found in Prague and post this in this Twitter thread with a brief description of where you found it. We hope you have an exciting hunt and an excellent Easter. Now, they did not specify exactly what the fun cosmetics are, but if you look at this screenshot, this is a cool outfit. This is an interesting mask. This character seems to be doing an emote. I don't know if there's any other things that are hidden or that are not shown on screen. Maybe I don't know, the hair color. Maybe it's a little hard to determine exactly what those goodies are. But one thing I can tell you is that you see these 4 eggs there in the background. Obviously, they have been magnified for the eggs that we've seen screenshots of. But there you go. You've got a multicolor egg. You've got a polka dot pink egg. You've got an egg with Bloodhunt written on it, and you've got this balloon and how is it called? Daffodil flowers on it. And some people in the community have been hard at work on this. We've got progress yesterday that 5 of 11 eggs were found. Now today we've got progress that 9 of 11 eggs have been found. If I'm looking at this screenshot here, someone, there you go, this is a nice picture. Someone made a picture of exactly where the eggs have been found. So if there's any other people that are looking for the eggs, let's say today, if you're looking at the distribution of the eggs where they are, I would suggest someone going around the library and demolition area, and probably around the around Skybar and the Galleria around here, this region. These would be like, these seem very empty in terms of like distribution of the eggs around Prague. So should probably go take a look at that. But yeah, so we are waiting to see exactly what exactly that is. If there you go. Let's look at a few pictures in terms of reference. So there's some in trucks, and that's the size of the egg, how it looks like. Here's a few other. There's one at the back of an ambulance that's over here. We have one, yes, I featured this on my stream yesterday. At the top of the antenna, there's a grill here, and the egg is inside there. We have also one egg that's inside. You can barely see it on the screen here, but at the bottom level in the basement of the Vine Disco, behind doors that you can't go through. If you look through them, however, there's a whole area here, and there's a dead guy, and he's got a Bloodhunt egg beside him. So it's a lot of eggs that are hidden behind or inside things that we cannot reach. So here at the train station, behind some grills here. Oh, someone found it in an abandoned mall. There we go. There's one that I've never seen before until just right now. Yeah, there you go. Abandoned mall. There's one that's inside here. The mixer. Someone found it at the Electro Expert here, behind, like in a storefront. Behind there's an egg here. So everyone was looking at storefronts. So, yeah, so these are a few of them. We don't have all of them yet, but once they are going to be all found, here you go. On the Discord, it says, someone asked, everyone will unlock the skin when it's found, and Tobias answers, aye, there will be a code released for everyone. So expect, they probably have a Twitter post like ready to go, waiting for those 2 other eggs to be found, and then we will receive a code, and I'll be talking about that code next week. Yeah, and also for Easter, as some of you may have seen on the previous screen, or may have seen on Twitter, I have a giveaway as well. 2 Fuchsia Finish codes, Fuchsia Finish makeup codes to give away in terms of Easter, because, you know, they're pinkish purple. Easter, it's purple and yellow and all of this. There you go. an occasion to share that, to distribute Fuchsia Finish makeups for everyone. So there are 2 to give away. Just follow that tweet that I linked there. You're gonna see everything. Basically, you have up until April 16th at 8 p.m. Eastern time. You have to do 2 things. You have to play 25 full matches. It doesn't matter which game mode. Solo, duo, trio, TDM, doesn't matter. Play 25 full matches. And then you go on the link here. It's the link to my Discord. There's a special channel made specifically for this giveaway. All you have to do is you go in, and there's already an example of what to do. You just post your Tracker GG profile link and your Twitch profile link. You just have those 2. It's exactly the same deal as I did with the Techno Demon Masks giveaway that I did recently. And the rules are basically, if you meet the 2 requirements of posting your links and playing the 25 matches. I will know your 25 matches by going through your Tracker GG profile. If you qualify, then I'll put all your names into a group, and then will draw at random 2 names from the group of qualified people, and I will send them the codes. As usual, the rules are, don't do like join a match and then quit it immediately. That's not gonna count. Someone tried that last time. And yeah, there you go. I will announce it on I will announce the winners on Discord. I will announce the winners on Twitter when they will be contacted and the code will have been distributed. And also, I would like to remind people, because I've said this before, I also have a couple more Techno Demon codes in my pocket for something that I will prepare later on. I also have another extra code for another something special. I might have some other codes in the future. Anyways, keep an eye on my social things and you will have more information about other giveaways. Now, in terms of... Hold on, let me take a sip. In terms of game updates. Now, as it usually happens, week after the update, the devs are going through all our feedback that we gave in the survey and every other place. They're figuring out what they're supposed to do, what's going to be a part of the next update, and what they have to do to prepare for it. So it's normal that during that period, they don't have a lot to say. They don't have a strong dev presence in social media. They've always done that. So that we don't have much news, it's expected. Okay, so it's a little sad for me, but it makes for sure to show, right? So like I said last week, however, it's kind of easy to know some of the things that they are working on, because they have literally told us in the Combat and Power Update Learnings article. If you scroll down to the last section, there was a section called The Glimpse into the Near Future of Bloodhunt. So they already told us some of the things that they are working on, some of the things that might show up gradually in different updates as they're working on some different features. So again, go look in this article if you want to know what they might be working on, but keep in mind that this is not everything that they posted there. They have their list of what they want to do. They have our list of what we want them to do. And feedback about each update, what needs to correct. For us, it's changing update after update all the time. Meta changes, the meta changes for the archetypes, for the weapons, for the player behavior. What exactly do we want more inside the game? What do we want less? All of that, they're taking that into account because it changes pretty much like from month to month. So they have to balance the two lists of like what they'd like, what has to be done for the next update. Anyways, they're all thinking about that and looking into it right now. In the meantime, it's not necessarily a game update, but we got a Tremere update preview video that they posted on pretty much all their social media, just a little teaser trailer kind of ish, announcing the Tremere update. Which is fun. It's kind of like a 30-second trailer video just to feature that there's things happening. So if you want to share this on your social medias as well, feel free to do it, because it's getting us much more people inside the game whenever there's a trailer. Another video that we got this week might not be like super important for everyone, but I think it's good to have it. You have Bloodhunt Fashion, which has made, as usual, their Battle Pass video, where they go through all the items inside the Battle Pass, and just to be able to show the outfits on different sorts of characters, all the cosmetics on different sorts of characters, just to see what they look like. Maybe if there's people that are on the fence about exactly should they go into Bloodhunt, should they play Bloodhunt for the items that are inside the Battle Pass. Usually there's, it's good to have sometimes some references out there before even installing the game or updating the game. It's good to have all that info out so you can at least, window shop before you buy. Even though the Battle Pass is free, it's still an investment of time for some people to, it's an investment of time for everyone to decide to go inside a game and am I going to play or grind a Battle Pass? So in this sense, their video is absolutely, it's necessary, it's wanted. Some people really like that and be able to see like the effects or how exactly all those outfits and cosmetics look on different types of characters and genders. On Wednesday, we already got a hotfix applied to the game. The announcement was we will deploy a hotfix which will resolve the following issue: the scholar involuntarily being flung great distance. Oh, let me restart that. The scholar involuntarily being flung great distances across Prague. Servers will not go down, but a client update will be necessary. So we got a bunch of megabytes to update our game. Now, a bunch of megabytes to stop this movement issue with the scholar. Of course, probably an issue that was some people were saying that they were in a fight and then suddenly their scholar was being flung across the Prague, like literally going much further in distance that they were ever intended to be. Some people might find that interesting to exploit a kind of bug like this, so it's good that they squashed that. However, some people did notice that there were a few things that were different after that little hotfix. So mostly noted that the red slaying hood, which is the basic outfit that you get for the Tremere. So when you've got like the basic outfits for each one of the clans. So yeah, the basic one that came with the Tremere was not equipable on other archetypes, but since that hotfix, they now are. Another thing that I personally, I seem to be the only one that noticed that, was that since the update, the ETAs, the estimated times on all the queues, had been missing. And now after this hotfix, now the estimated times are now on all the queues back again. It seems to be I was the only one. So there might have been a little few corrections that were added into this, but we have no confirmation of any of these things. So at this point, like what I'm saying right now, this is all little speculation, but it's good that these two things at least are fixed. Another thing that was posted, and this is coming from the Discord, someone's asking, does anyone have high render latency and drop FPS in the game? And Atanas, I hope that's the proper way to say it, says, hey there, we are aware of this and we are working on it as we speak. So, yes, I know that a lot of people have been having those issues. Don't worry, they are on it right now. They're working on it. Not saying it's no need to complain about it, but I'm just saying, like, yes, here's your confirmation that they are working on it, because sometimes in a lot of communications with the devs, what people have been complaining about is that, the communication hasn't been clear of exactly what they're doing. Here's my letting you know that there you go. There was a sentence that was put in there from the dev saying that they're working on it. It's not getting the reach that I guess probably a lot of people would like it to have, because it's slipped in Bloodhunt chat, which Bloodhunt chat, if ever you've been on the Discord, sometimes it's a never-ending novel. That sometimes you don't have an entire day to go through everything that's been posted there. So these kinds of posts sometimes get lost in the sea of comments and discussions. So there you go. I found that for you. Also, there were some posts yesterday about store updates. So let me just make sure that everyone can see this. I'm probably gonna have to minimize the window so it is seen better if I go bigger. There we go. Okay, so Tobias saying, we're looking at making an update to the in-game store. We will be revealing more details in the future about this. So I said that last week, that there was a post saying they were going to update the store, but couldn't give an ETA on when that was going to happen. And then he continued later on with, there have been many requests about more content for the store in the recent survey. Okay, let me take a moment here. Whenever there are top concerns from the community, as we usually see in the learnings articles, in the learnings articles, they usually take the top concerns that they got from the feedback and they address those, going like, okay, these are your top concerns. Here's what we are doing to address those top concerns. So to the point where he is again confirming again that there's going to be an update to the store, and mentioning that has been a lot of requests to about an update to the store, I'm getting are we getting the feeling that this is one of the top concerns? Usually in the next week after they receive the survey, usually we get some kind of immediate response, or hey, we're testing, your feedback was about the matchmaking, so hey, we're doing a little matchmaking test. Let's see if we can do something about this to, bring you in the direction of maybe we can fix this. Maybe we're gonna, if we do a little something, let's see your reactions, let's see your feedback, and maybe we're gonna, bring a bigger feature maybe later. It sounds kind of like something that is working on. You have to read a little bit between the lines here. Here's another post that was made about it. He said, because there were some discussions from people about this, he said, I doubt we'll rotate out or in stuff in the store. More likely is that we will add stuff to what is already there. So yeah, the whole rotating items idea, I think it was very clear in the past that this was very much disliked. Originally it was to create a sense of FOMO to come back to the game, but I think the general gist of all of that was a lot of people didn't seem to like that. So permanent store seemed to be the good direction, the good way to go. But yeah, probably a good thing to have. I don't know if they're going to think about it, is that whenever they add a new thing to the store, to make sure that it, I know that there are some notifications to say that things are new, but they're not super flashy to let us know these are new things that we've been adding, that we've recently added to the store. Maybe something like that to make it more clear would be much appreciated. Oh my god. All right. More about the store. Returning vanity is very common too. Several games do the same thing. There are and will be some that are very unlikely to return though. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. Some items will probably never return to the store, aka some stuff that you got in the past is probably going to be, that was the one time only to get them. However, some things might return, but it's not all of them. So Motion Gaming added to that, I presume popular items will have a higher chance of returning. Tobias answering, yes, in one form or another. in one form or another. That is also a little key to let you know that maybe the things that might come back inside the store may not be exactly coming back in the same way that they originally were. So people that were worried about keeping the rarity of the items that were at the time, or, you know, unique items that people can't get again, they certainly, with the one form or another, that is certainly the kind of feedback that those people might want to hear. Going like, the exclusive item that you got in the past might come back, but is going to be in a different form. Therefore, the rare item that you got in the past is still going to be the, like, you had to get the exact item, you had to be there at the time. So, you know, exclusivity of items is still going to be a thing. I'm getting lines inside my face here. Okay, it doesn't show too much on the camera. Again, it's sunlight going through. We've been thinking about some of the recurring suggestions about this. So there's been a lot of suggestions that people have been saying about returning items in the store or making them available. All of them, there's been a lot of ideas that have been put in the feedback section on the Bloodhunt Discord. If you got some of those ideas, don't forget to put them there. It might not be seen by most of the population, but the devs have to go through everything that is on their Discord. So, you know, maybe you've got some interesting idea that they might like and will implement in the future about this. Now, this discussion continues to go on, and let me make sure. Might have to scroll through it. I don't know exactly how to show this, but here we go. Motion Gaming continuing saying, I think recolors of popular items would be a good middle ground. Tobias answered, it's a good idea, though the game does not currently support simply changing the hue of an item. Every recolor would need to be done one by one and added as a unique skin. Here you go. There's a dev saying in plain black and white the thing that people say, like, just add dyes. In a lot of games, just adding dyes, if the game hasn't been made to have dyes at the start of how the whole outfit system works, if it hasn't been added in the past, if you want that, you need to add it in the future, and that is an entire feature. And a feature like that is very time consuming. But also even more time consuming, probably less time consuming, but still it requires a lot of resources to do this. A recolor would have to do, like you said, like one by one, added as a unique skin. So do you take a lot of time and resources to add a dyeing system? Basically, you have to remake the entire customization system for the characters, for everything. Think of all the customizable pieces. Everything will have to be redone. Or if you want the recolors where basically you take this yellow outfit and you go in and you change every piece to the other color. Make sure it works. It has to be QA tested, but it has to be added as a unique skin. That still takes a lot of time to go individually, each item one by one still. Probably less time than the whole dye system. I'm saying the dye system because that's something that's been suggested in other games. But yeah, it's, you know, it's more than just change the colors, stupid. It's much more than that. So yeah, motion ads, yeah, it's never as easy as it sounds. And Tobias says, the question is always, is this more important than that? Motion to say, yeah, and skins aren't what I would put higher up myself right now. Tobias continues, for example, adding a new clan/archetype meant pushing other things down the line. When I say it's a management of time and resources behind the scenes, project management of exactly, you know, getting some things, you know, to have some things to show, like update after update, Sometimes some things they continually have to like move projects around or different importance. It's not that sometimes one thing is not why it's not in an update. It doesn't mean that it's not less important than adding a new, let's say, for example, a new scope to the sniper when you're looking through the sniper scope, like the whole UI. It doesn't mean that adding a new archetype is less important than adding the scope. It's just that, you know, resources. Maybe the archetype would be something that, you know, takes much more time and resources, but, you know, what exactly do you release in the next update that, you know, are things that we can throw in or that are ready. Sometimes you have projects that can last for weeks and months even, but in the meantime you have to people work on the other things, so you have some consistent, you have some chunky stuff to present in the updates. So it's all different management. Anyways, so Motion continues with, I'd love to see something to really grind for though. Tobias says, we base these decisions partially on survey. About the what exactly is important. Tobias says, we base these decisions partially on survey feedback. Motion says, yeah, I'd love to see something to really grind for. And Tobias says, not only you, sweats nervously. So probably himself also sees that there's a need for grind or for things to grind. So that's another topic. It seems that things to work for or things to work on seems to be something that he knows, you know, trust us, they've seen our feedback. And this is kind of like saying, yeah, we know you'd like more things to do more things in game. Probably it's kind of a way to saying like, we know, or we're working on it, but not saying anything, but still acknowledging, yeah, we know. So continuing on this, now that's about all we've got for the store update. So, you know, adding a little more color to exactly what kind of requests that people have been making, and the complexity exactly of you just add recolors. Just add recolors is never just add recolors. But we're getting a store update soon, TM. Things are going to be added. Things are not going to be removed from the store. Some items from the past may come back in one form or another, and some things from the past are not going to come back. And priority probably of the items that might have a comeback are going to be things that people have probably been saying like, oh, could we have this item come back? Could we have this outfit come back? And there's been a lot of new people coming to the game and seeing us and seeing our characters, you know, for the people that have full customization, and seeing all the items that we have in store, or seeing all the previous battle passes and all of this. And there's been a lot more people asking, where do you get this outfit? Where do you get this hairstyle? Where do you get the hair color? And all of these things. And people have been asking, and you know, it's a good gauge with the new people to know like what are the cool things that maybe they could probably bring back. Or some people that have been going, I miss this. I've been seeing this a lot these days of, I missed things that were just in the last battle pass. I really wanted to get this item. That's a cool gauge of letting us know what could be coming back. So that's it for updates. I want to mention just one thing that I am not exactly sure when exactly it happened. But some of you might remember we got some, there was a partnership between Bloodhunt and Razer. And you could get a whole bunch of things with them, mainly mice, mouse pads, and phone cases, with some Bloodhunt theme. Now, I've featured this before, and there was an official announcement, and there was an announcement also that they added the mice covers, which is all interesting. I, just for the heck of it, decided to go back inside the store and just take a look. I wanted to check a detail, so I went back into the designing section, and I noticed that okay, we had some designs that were there in the past, yeah, and we had this one and all the different separate clans that were there, as well as the soundtrack. They were there, but I noticed that we have all these little individual Bloodhunt pictures that we've seen before. They were never there. Also, one thing that was never there was this group picture of a representative of, I guess, every archetype that is there. And also this awesome lineup group picture that I don't think I've ever, like, I've seen a part of it. I've seen partially a little part of it being used in an announcement at some point, but I've never seen this entire artwork. And personally, when I bought my own Bloodhunt mousepad, I got this one, but personally, I would have probably gotten this one if that was available. So I don't know exactly when they decided to add the new designs, but they're there. And also there's a few other designs that have been added, as far as I can think, because there's no way to track this, to the mice. And I'm not sure exactly if one or two was added to the phone cases. But if ever these are things that might interest you in terms of like getting your own mousepad, or like all of these items that I've mentioned there, and you want them custom made for Bloodhunt, there you go. Just want to again mention that for the mouse pads, the mice, you just have the chance of the selection of one type of mice. And the phone cases, well, of course, the phone cases, you have to go through all the different versions of phones that exist. But for the mouse pads, you have to go click here to select if you want a medium, large, or XXL, and there's a way to select your mats. Because originally some people were going in there and going like, the medium one, the square one is, a little too small. Is there anything else? There you go. The menu's there if you want to select any of them, and if you want to have the dimensions, they're all there. So there you go, little update, and that's because I've been going to ArtStation recently, where artists that have worked on Bloodhunt in the past have been posting some design or artwork when they were working on Bloodhunt, and when they were working on different pieces of key art, like different people that worked on different parts. Sometimes it's the models, sometimes it's just concept art, sometimes it's pieces like this. And this piece like this is available. It's not in 4K, you need to subscribe or have a pro membership or something. But still, this version of this key art is available, and there's a lot of things that you can find on ArtStation that might be interesting, like artwork that you'd like to grab or have a look-see, or there's actually quite a few costumes that are in there that were in concept form that, I don't know, have not been inside the game yet, or may never be in the game. But there's some cool outfits that you can find there. There's some cool artwork. There's a lot of the like poster artwork, or the little patches that you're gonna see on some of the skins that they add to the patches that have been added to the jacket. Well, all those were custom made and all of that stuff. So all that custom art sometimes will find itself on ArtStation. So that might be a good place for you to peruse if you're into that kind of thing. In terms of tournaments, well, the solo tournament that I've been talking about for the longest time, and has been there's been polls and there's been mentions of it on Twitter from our man Bezpart. Yesterday, he said announcement tomorrow, so at the moment of recording, this could be today. the day that the Bloodhunt community has already agreed for the next tournament official. So that's going to be announced officially, and I will do a survey to see what time the community prefers. I hope you have a good hunt. So basically, this tournament is going to have finally a date and time, and finally we're gonna go ahead with a tournament, with the solo tournament very soon. We've been missing some tournaments. We need more activities inside the community, honestly. And I can tell you that a little bird told me that there might be another tournament that might be happening soon with a special twist on it. That I found very, very interesting. So, just gonna say, there's another tournament incoming, and I hope that there's going to be many more. Remember that it doesn't have to be only Best Part that organizes tournaments. You can organize a tournament by yourself if you want. Grab some friends, get a structure, get a nice twist on it, get the rules, and let the people in the Bloodhunt Discord know about it, or maybe DM Tobias or any of the community managers to let them know that you're trying to organize things, and maybe they can help you. As usual, this is my usual spiel of, if you want more events to happen with Bloodhunt, if you've got some ideas, send them over to the people that would like to that are good, or to have like good communities to get some events happening. I'm always good for getting ideas to organize some things. I'm good for organizing the community. Let's go. Just give me some ideas and I'll organize some stuff. If you can't do it yourself, if you want to do it yourself, then you make sure that your interest is known out there. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be a big thing. It can be just a little thing. There was this one time where Jean Chidal did a hide and seek game where she was a Nosferatu, hidden somewhere in Prague, and she was moving along with the red gas, but it was like first person to find her. Would be a part of a part of a giveaway that was going to happen, something like that. There was Motion Gaming that did a he was only going to be like playing in melee, and you had to go melee him, and if you managed to get him down, you would be also in a giveaway to get some euros from him. There's plenty of things. Like, I know of a couple of people that have their ideas that haven't done anything with them, so I'm not going to mention them because I want to be respectful. And those people, I just really want them to come up with their ideas for some things to happen. I'm just gonna say, if you have some plans for special events and stuff, the upcoming 2 weeks would be a very good time to make them happen, because we're not going to get anything from the devs very likely, because they're going to be working on the next update. So in between the updates, we usually have like one when we have an update, we have like a week or a week and a half or 2 weeks where people are very busy going through the update, playing with the update, and then we start having people that are finishing. Like right now, there's people that are close to finish or have finished the battle pass, and now they're looking for something else to work on, or something else to get excited about the game, or any other thing. So the next upcoming 2 weeks, these are the moments where you need, like, if ever people in the community have things to organize, that's the moment to do that. So if not for this update, prepare already for the future update, if ever you have some ideas for things to do. I have a few ideas. Having custom lobbies would make hosting tournaments easier, of course. Unfortunately, Gats, the custom lobbies that they currently have for Bloodhunt, it requires a lot of preparation, a lot of resources to get them happening, and even then, it's kind of fiddly to get in the custom lobbies right now, in those that exist. It's basically a retrofitted Exactly, exactly. Combat. Hello. It's custom branches of the game. Exactly. It's a retrofitted version of the like the kind of test environment or something like that. It's an instance of it. The way that they did it with the Laura K tournament, a charity tournament that she did recently. It was a select number of people that could get in. It was only for North American people that could log in. And there was a moment that they were listing, like giving instructions to one person because they were trying to log in, and they didn't read the instructions, so they were trying to get it was very convoluted to get that thing started. So yeah, I would say like custom lobbies, thing that can happen maybe in the future, but requires a lot of work for that to happen. But now, where are my notes? I completely lost my notes. There we go. But now we are coming to the part where we go, what is to be expected now? Well, like I said, devs are working on the feedback that they got from us. As we heard from Tobias, store update soon, TM. Next Friday, we're getting the 6 drops that are going to be returning for a couple of weeks. Yeah, keep an eye on the announcement for the solo tournament by Best Part, and that's pretty much it. So that's why I'm saying, like, not a lot to expect this week, probably not a lot to expect probably next week either. So yeah, if you've got some ideas of events for the community, now's the time. You got to prepare in advance usually, but now's the time that something should be happening, if ever you have something to happen, so people can, get excited about something. But that's pretty much it. That's why I said, like, it was pretty, like, quick. It was pretty dry a little bit this week, but still got a bunch of things, a bunch of free things, a bunch of contests and giveaways to keep you interested. But if ever you do pick up on some details that might be interesting or might be newsworthy, don't hesitate to contact me. Let me know. Again, I appreciate everyone that's been following on Twitch. The channel has been growing incredibly. I appreciate everyone for joining up. Remember that when I stream, I have some code giveaways. I make sure the usual time. Usually, I make sure that I always have the special drops on my channel. Give me a follow on Twitter, and yeah, remember that there's still people every day that are discovering Bloodhunt. So remember to be careful what you do and what you say, because some of the things that you can do can either welcome new players or turn them away. So be aware how you're talking about the game and the community. I'm gonna have some things that I'm gonna be working on myself for the community. I haven't forgotten the idea of a Bloodhunt talk show. In fact, that's gonna be probably my next project that I'm gonna be working on starting probably tomorrow. People on Twitch, please stick around. I'm going to be ending the recording here. I'm going to be giving away a Purple Paint combo code for PC players after the recording. And everyone, please remember to be kind to each other and yourself. Enjoy your Easter weekend. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next week.